All right, if you're watching this video right now, that probably means you're in kind of a sus situation and you're trying to figure out the best way to cut some weight, lose some weight, because you probably weigh more than anticipated than you were supposed to on that scale. Luckily for you guys, here are 5 strategies that you can use right now to prepare for your weigh-in and lose extra weight during your weigh-in. Let's get into it right now. Let's get it. Okay, so here's the first tip. The first thing you want to do is buy an actual powerlifting accurate weigh-in scale that you can use before and during your meet. I'll link it down below, but this is a nice powerlifting scale that you can buy for a decent price on Amazon to use during your meet. And definitely before as well. Obviously, the most ideal thing to do is weigh yourself before, the month before, a week before, the day before, so at least you know where you are going to be at your meet and have a way better position to succeed during your weigh-in. And of course, it's always a great idea to just bring it to the meet, and that way you can just weigh yourself ongoing without having any mistakes and just reassure yourself that you'll be good for the weigh-in. And honestly, in my case, I actually didn't buy like a powerlifting specific scale during my meet, and that totally screwed me up. In fact, this is the scale I bought. Honestly, I don't even use it anymore because it was just such a bad scale and then collecting dust under my bed. This is the Withing scale and it was really bad. It was like not accurate at all, and it was like probably 5 pounds off. So it really ruined my chances of weighing it at my last meet. Okay, now here's tip number 2. Okay, so now let's say you bought the scale and you weigh yourself and it's not looking favorable for you right now and you're still worried about making weight during the day of your meet. What do you do? So essentially what you want to do is the night before, you can go to your shower, you can take a bath, you can go to the hot tub, and essentially you just want to go in there and try to sweat out extra weight. And of course, you can also add Epsom salts as well. That can really help you with losing some extra water during your bath or your shower. The idea is to have a really hot shower and a really hot bath or a hot sauna to help you increase the temperature in your body so you sweat out extra moisture from your body. And surprisingly, it's actually possible to lose 5 pounds using this method. But of course, you want to be careful doing this because it can be a little bit dangerous. Make sure you have someone there with you, or you set yourself a timer to go take some breaths and give yourself some rest in the sauna or wherever you're going to be. Last thing you want to do is faint. Okay, here's tip number 3. And if you like what you're seeing so far, do me a hot favor and hit the like button and subscribe if you are awesome as well. That'd be very appreciated. So tip number 3, let's get into it. So because it's the night before you meet, you basically want to make sure you don't expend any additional energy if you don't have to. However, if you're still worried and you need to lose some extra water weight and extra weight, here is what you can do. You can literally put on a lot of clothes on that'll keep you really warm and pretty much really hot, and go for a light jog or a nice walk to sweat out some extra moisture and weight as well. That's another simple method that you can do, you know, before your meet, not during your meet, before your meet. And you can do this anywhere. You can go for a walk up a mountain, you can go for a walk outside, you can even go for a walk on the treadmill. The hotter the environment, probably the better for you anyways, so definitely try doing that. Okay, so here's tip number 4, and you actually might have heard this one and it's a little disgusting, but it's this method called spitting. And spitting is essentially basically you spit into a cup and you try to spit out saliva, and you can probably lose up to 2 pounds doing this. The most effective way to spit actually is to have a lot of sour candy and you put in your mouth, so you just keep spitting and spitting and spitting. The sour candy will open up your glands in your mouth and you'll just get a lot of moisture. And even right now I'm talking about it, I feel like my mouth is getting a lot of moisture in it. This is actually something I did during my meet, and I actually lost like 2 pounds during my meet, or I should say before my weigh-in, and it definitely does work. It 100% works, but my taste buds were like burnt off by the time I was finished spitting so much. So yeah, spitting works. I spat up 2 cups full of saliva. Definitely do it if you need to do it. It's like the last option, urgent thing to do. So spitting. Spinning, spinning, spinning. Okay, and this is tip number 5, and this is kind of like a combination of all of our other tips that we used before. And basically, you only want to do this if you're in the very, very, very last person to weigh in and you're in a really bad situation to do it. Basically, you want to spit and put on a lot of clothes and blankets and anything that'll keep you warm, and go into your car, turn up the heat all the way up, and sweat like crazy while you're spitting like crazy. Now, I actually didn't do this because I didn't even know about doing this method during my weigh-in, but this is definitely 100% something that you can do to lose some extra weight if you're in a really urgent bad situation. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. I hope all this information helped. Those are all the 5 tips that I could think of that could really help you lose some extra weight. Honestly, I hope none of you guys have to use many of these methods, maybe except number 1 with having a very powerlifting accurate specific scale. It's probably best for you just to like make weight before you even get there, that way you don't even have to worry about it. And the last thing you want to worry about is weight before actually lifting the most weight you've ever lifted during your powerlifting meet. And obviously don't be like me and miss your meet because of not knowing what your actual weight is. Definitely get that scale and prepare yourself to the best of your ability before going to your meet, because you don't want to pay a fee to go to your meet and book an Airbnb and pay the ferry costs and food costs and all those things just for you to show up there and basically walk back out. That was my story, and it didn't. Anyways, I don't really want to get into it, but you don't want to be there. I hope you guys have a good one. I hope these strategies help. I hope none of you have to use any of them except maybe the first one. And thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and we're a small channel trying to make it. Do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to keep watching some more. I often like to make some vlogging videos as well to vlog my lifts that include the sheets of my program. That way you guys can watch as well and follow along. And I'm very transparent. I'm pretty much just like you guys. I'm figuring out powerlifting on the way. And yeah, thanks guys. See you later. Peace.